Hey, it's Brother James again. Hey, this is a video about goal setting and breaking down your goals. It's about getting a vision, turning that vision into a specific goal, and then backtracking so you can see exactly what you need to do. Today, we're going to talk about how to set a vision for 1 year in the future. 1 year in the future. So you sit down, you find a space in your house or you find a space outside. You might have headphones in, you might be listening to some instrumental music. You don't want to listen to music that has words because you want to be able to allow your own thoughts and your own images and your own visions for the future to come into play. So maybe listen to instrumental music. We're going to post a link for the Spotify playlist that I listen to and a couple of the bands I listen to inside of this video. So you can listen to instrumental music, you can just have nothing going on, whatever you want. So you want to find a space to do this in. You want to find a space that you can be in for at least 15 to 30 minutes. So find a space, that's number one. Number two is you want to have something to write with and something to write on. So one example is we're going to post a worksheet that you can print out inside of this video or inside of the video notes. So we'll give you a sheet to use. If you don't want to use the sheet, that's okay. Everyone likes to set goals in different ways. So then another option is you could just have a pad of paper. You could also have some sort of a notebook or a journal that you like to use. So whatever works for you. Everyone has a different style. There's no right or wrong way to do it. So that's the first thing is get your space. Second thing, get something to write with, something to write on. The third thing is try and minimize distractions. So the space you choose, the room, the time, try and choose a space or a time that isn't going to have a lot of distractions. And I'll tell you, if you go to your mom or your dad and you ask them to help you to find that space, they're going to help you find that space. So don't be afraid or don't be nervous or think you're too cool to go ask your mom and dad to help you find a space, or your older brother or sister who might have set goals before too. It could be one of the most valuable things you do. So find a space with no distractions. And then once you get there, maybe you're listening to music, maybe you're not, you want to ask yourself, what is the one goal I want to achieve in the next year? And you actually might start by saying, what are all the goals I want to achieve in the next year? What are all the goals I want to achieve? So maybe you write down 5 or 10 goals. And then you go back over those goals and you circle the 1 or 2 that stand out to you most. And then after you've circled the 1 or 2 that stands out to you most, then you're going to start creating a plan. Now here's a tip on how to create a list of 5 or 10. You want to ask yourself, what are my goals in my school life, in my relationships, in my business or my job, in my boyfriend or girlfriend? What are my goals with my parents? What are my goals with my siblings? What are my goals athletically? So you could have academically, physically, athletically, relationships. Maybe you want to do something, a goal around finances. I know some of you are investing in properties and run Airbnbs. So you can set a goal around any area of life you want. And you come up with about 10 goals, and then you circle the ones that are most inspiring to you. Because the goals that stand out as most inspiring are also goals that you're going to be most excited to go after. So once you have your goal, you choose, well, which one do I want to focus on? So then you find out which one you want to focus on, and you write that one down all by itself. And then right underneath that, you say, okay, this is my goal. And you say, why is this goal important to me? Why is it important to me to have this goal? Do I want to achieve it because it's going to make me feel really good? Do I want to achieve it because I think it's going to make my parents proud? Do I want to achieve it because I think it's going to make me look cool? Do I want to achieve it because it's going to make me money? Why do you want to achieve the goal? And then after you've decided why that's important, why you want to achieve it, ask yourself one more time, why is that important? And then one more time, why is that important? And when you ask why that's important, ultimately you'll see deeper into what are called your motives or the inspirations to hit that goal. So once you find your motives, then those are the real things that are going to motivate you to take action. So that's why it's important to ask why. So after you've asked why a couple times, why is this important? You say, what do I need to do to achieve the goal in 6 months? So now I'm looking at the goal. The goal is to take my baseball team to a state championship baseball championship. What do we need to do in 6 months? Well, in 6 months, we need to be highly prepared, having been in the gym. We need to be collaborating as a team. We need to be talking to each other every day. We need to be in the weight room. We need to be on a diet plan. We need to have a check-in. So you know in 6 months that you have some benchmarks, another specific thing you need to do. Then you say, well, what do we need to do in 3 months? And then what do we need to do in 1 month? And then what do we need to do in 1 week? So if in 6 months, the team, in order to go to the baseball championship, the team needed to be on a health plan, on a gym plan, talking to each other, creating visions with each other, working out together, all those things. In 3 months, then you'd want to have at least several team meetings. You'd want to have at least a handful of workouts that have got you going so that you can start to take from 3 months to 6 months and turn it into a real routine where you're really hitting your goals to make sure that at 6 months you're hitting your benchmarks. 1 month, what would you need to do? 1 week, and then 1 day. So you're really seeing where are you with your goals, and then how do you actually break them down to turn them into reality. So just to review, number 1, find a space. Number 2, something to write with and something to write on. As soon as you get there, make sure that the space you're in is going to be conducive, and that means the space is going to be a good space for you to not be distracted. Number 4, set that goal. Set that goal by making a list of the 10 things that you want to accomplish most, circling the one that makes the most, that inspires you the most, and then ask yourself, why is that goal important? And why is that important? And why is that important? So you get some inspiration, some motives, and then you start breaking it down. If you have any questions, go ahead and post underneath this video, where there will also be links to instrumental music. The worksheet will be there. Any questions you have, don't be afraid to ask, and we'll see you soon. Make it a great day.